Shalom, coming in the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem Kodash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone and to the hopeful elect, pushing his word in truth and sincerity across the four corners of the earth. This lesson is going to be titled, For Many Are Deceived, And let's just go into the word deceived real quick. Deceive. Misled by false appearance or statement. To ensnare, take in, beguile, cheat, be false, to be honest with, right? So I like the first one, misled by false appearance or statement. So it's illusion. They've been eluded. They've been tricked, sleight of hand, an illusion into a trap, right? Because illusion is by appearance, what you see. Your eyes have been tricked, so to speak, right? Or a statement by something someone said, right? So, because in this truth, you have to be very circumspect and very keen about what you see and what you hear, right? You got to be very circumspect about it, right? Ecclesiastes 3:24, for many are deceived by their own vain opinion. So many are deceived from their own vain opinion, not even by other words, by the opinion of themselves in their minds, right? Because it's vain, and you're not backing off with the scriptures, right? You're just thinking, oh yeah, I'm the best, I'm the smartest, Like I'm watching this show called House. He's a doctor, and he has a group of other doctors, but he's the head doctor of his department, and he solves cases. And with him, a lot of times he goes too far because he has his own vain opinion, and he gets himself in trouble. He gets people killed sometimes, or close to being killed, or he risks people's lives, right? And he gets in a lot of trouble with his boss, with the authorities, because he tells himself that he's right, even when there's times when he's wrong. And when he is wrong, he doesn't accept that he's wrong. He says, oh, someone else that did it. It's someone else's fault because of this, that's X, Y, and Z. He rationalizes why he is wrong. He doesn't accept that he's actually wrong. So he's stuck in the hamster wheel, right? So he's deceived by his own opinion, right? For many are deceived by their own vain opinion, and an evil suspicion hath overthrown their judgment. And a lot of times that guy in that show, he has evil suspicions of other people. He says that everybody lies. He always thinks evil of everybody, right? To the point where he misjudges the person sometimes, a lot of the times in the show when he's assessing them as a doctor. Because he always has an evil suspicion of everybody. Like, okay, it's good to understand that everyone lies about certain things, but they're not always lying about an evil thing, Sometimes it's the right thing they're lying about. Because even the apostle, I forgot if it was Paul, I believe it was Paul, I could be wrong, but he used guile to bring men into the truth, which is lying. But it's for a righteous thing. So lying is not necessarily a bad thing, It just depends how you use it and when you use it. Right? Now, obviously, you don't want to your go-to shouldn't be to lie, right? If anything, just don't say anything. So you're not put in the position to lie. But if you have to lie, it's for a right thing, right? To help somebody, Without eyes, thou shalt want light. Profess not the knowledge thereof that thou hast not, right? So if you don't know something, don't say that you know it, right? Because you're lying. That's when you're lying. Because now you're actually lying. If you don't know something, just say, oh, interesting. You don't have to lie. You can just say interesting, right? Now you're not lying, and you're just saying it's interesting. Or if someone confronts you, like you're in a discussion, and you said something, right? And, and you weren't aware that you're wrong, and the person corrects you, right? Just say, oh, yeah, I didn't know that. Now I just learned something new. Thanks. Right? So you don't want to have to lie. Lying should be like a last resort, and it's only for a good reason you want to lie. You always want to just not say anything or just withhold information, because withholding information, you're not lying. You're just choosing not to say this, right? So you have to be smart with your words, how you speak, knowing certain words. And I had to learn this. A very close brother, Amath, taught me that. the spirit of Yahweh Shem Shai, but he taught me that with words. Words are very important, and it's true. Knowing certain words and what they understand, you can maneuver and see people's traps and put them in traps, right? Or put defenses amongst your mind, right? Your spirit from these demons that are trying to get into your mind and stuff like that. Because they're always trying to get into your mind and try to ensnare you and manipulate you, right? So you have to be aware of that. So knowing words and knowing how to speak properly and being very patient before you say something is very good skill to have and to work on. A stubborn heart, which is mine, shall fare evil at the last. I'll read that again. A stubborn heart shall fare evil at the last, and he that loveth danger shall perish therein. Yeah. Right? So you don't want to be stubborn in the mind. You really don't want to be stubborn. That's not a good state to be in. Because you'll get into trouble being stubborn. Because you won't be able to see everything. You won't be circumspect. You'll be stuck in one point of view, which is a toad. Right? You want to be an owl, and then, the last level, which is a dragon. And he that loveth danger shall perish therein. So you don't want to love danger. You don't want to love excitement, thrill. It's good to have it. You like those things, but do it in righteousness. Just do it in a righteous way. Right? There's always a way to get what you want to help you in a righteous way. You just have to look for it. But people don't want to look because they're lazy. So they want to go to the quick way, which is the wicked way. Right? Because what I notice is quick always leads to wickedness. Right? Quick things is always attached with wickedness. Like this world, everything's quick, convenient. No one wants to wait for anything. They want things right now. Even when it comes to exercising, they want things right now. They don't want to take in the time and discipline and patience to get what they want. Like if they want to look a certain way with their body, no, they want it quick. So they get liposuction instead of eating properly and losing fat maybe over a couple of months, right? They want liposuction. They'll get it right now, quick, right? So you don't want to be like that. An obstinate heart, an obstinate mind shall be laden with sorrows, right? Obstinate mind should be laden with sorrows, and the wicked man shall heap sin upon sin. Yeah. So wicked man will keep heaping sin upon sin. He's like, oh, well, I already did this. Like, I already slept with my brother's woman, so I might as well sleep with her again. I'm already there. Who cares now? And that's that vain opinion, right? Like we just read earlier, for many are deceived by their vain opinion. Right? That's wicked. That is wicked. You're just heaping sin upon sin. You're getting worse and worse. Because Most High, you don't understand. These angels, Yahweh Shem Yashai, the angels are watching you. And if you're in the truth and you're doing that, oh man, you're just asking for trouble. Because they're making account of everything you're doing and everything you're saying. Because you're gonna be brought for a judgment based on everything you're doing here. In the punishment of the proud, there is no remedy, for the plant of wickedness hath taken root in them. Yeah. Usually when you get to that point where you're proud, the next step is destruction. Right? So now we're going to go to Ecclesiastes 5 and just read from 2 to 3. Follow not thine own mind and thy strength to walk in the ways of thy heart, which is mine, and say not, who shall control me for my works? For the Lord will surely revenge thy pride. Yeah. So that's a lot of people in this world, really everyone in this world. They think, I should say majority of them. Majority of the people in the world, they think that their way, what they can do and what they can think is how, like basically I would say if I plan for something, right? I plan for something, I put in the work, it's going to happen, right? And if it does happen, they're like, oh yeah, it's because I did it. I put in the work, right? Whatever I put in work to, my outcomes will happen, right? So it's like, and say not who shall control me for my works. For the Lord will surely revenge thy pride. So Most High will revenge that pride that you have, that proudful, haughty spirit, thinking that you are the power. You are your power. You can control everything, right? No, the Most High controls everything, right? And it's back to what I said about that guy from House. He's very smart. He's gifted with intelligence, but he doesn't even taking knowledge how he got the intelligence, because these people are carnal, right, in the world. They can't think outside of themselves. They can't think spiritually. Right? The Most High gave him that intelligence, right? And if he submitted himself to the Most High, he would understand more. You actually get even smarter. He would see more. But since he won't, that's why he goes through troubles. His legs all messed up. He's an addict, right? He pushes everyone away from him. I'm talking about the character in the show. If you watch it, you understand what I'm talking about. But he has all these negative things happening in his life. But he thinks it's just because, he's a smart person, so that's what comes with being smart. No, you can be smart and have people close to you in your life. You can be healthy, have a lot of close people that you can trust, that care about you. But he's on the left-hand side, right? So that's what happens when you're on the left-hand side. And even the intelligence that he has, it caps off. There's things that he's missing. But because of that pride, that vain opinion, he won't see it. Right? So it's very good to watch television shows too and look at the characters. You can learn a lot from yourself and what to avoid, So we go into the last one. At least that's what I do. I'm very good at, not very good. I really like to analyze characters and their character traits and how they have developed. And it's good to have close brothers like that think the same way. Because in its truth, you want to constantly work on your character. You're trying to perfect yourself. So you have to see the bad and the good. Job 12:16. With him is strength and wisdom, which Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. The deceived and the deceiver are his. So the ones that are deceived and the ones that are deceiving they belong to the Most High. So for you to have vain opinions, thinking that you are the ruler of your own life, that everything that good happens to you is because of you, right? And anything that bad happens to you is because of you, is stupid, right? Because you have to understand, even the bad things, the evil things that happen is judgment for what you did in your past life and what you did in this life, right? Because of the mistakes you made, right? But who's giving you this judgment? It's not you, because if you had your choice, you wouldn't give yourself any of the evil. You just give yourself the good. No one's going to give themselves evil, right? They're going to try and avoid it, right? So, for many are deceived. That's the title of this lesson. I hope this lesson was edifying to the hopeful elect, because we have to be circumspect and keen. Constantly have to be watching, constantly meditating on ourselves, our own character, trying to build ourselves up, because last scripture, right there, Matthew 5:48. Be therefore perfect, even as your Father which is in heaven is perfect, right? So we're supposed to be striving to be perfect, to perfecting ourselves, right? In any way, shape, or form that the Spirit's on you to do, right? Whether, and Apostle Tahar was talking about being a stoic. You want to be a stoic. You want to perfect. You want to have a routine. Whatever your routine is, you want to have it, right? And you want to constantly be refining, because the Most High wants purity. He wants something in its perfect state, its pure state, right? Those fine metals, jewels, oils, herbs, in its perfect state. So, I hope this lesson was edifying to the hopeful elect. I'd like to close out by saying, Ka Hala Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakak Kodash. Double honors to the apostles of the Great Millstone, and to the hopeful elect, pushing his word in truth and sincerity across the four corners of the earth. Death and destruction to his wicked kingdom, and the 2/3 as well. Kwam Yasharallah, Abad Babal, Shalom.